All right, then, this week in Kano, tradition met textbooks in an unusual and striking way. The Emir of Kano, Muhammadu Sanusi II, took a seat in a university classroom, not as a guest or a lecturer, but as a 200-level law student at Northwest University, Kano. Dressed in black flowing outfit and a white turban, the monarch joined other undergraduates for lectures days after the university granted him special admission into its Bachelor of Laws program, combining common and Sharia law. The institution says the offer reflects Sanusi's decades of experience in governance, economics, and public service. What makes the moment notable is not just the optics. Sanusi is a former CBN central bank governor, a PhD holder, and one of Nigeria's most influential public intellectuals. Yet, he has chosen to return to formal education. Now, for a man who has spent years shaping policy, challenging power, and provoking debate, the move reinforces a consistent message in his public life, learning and, getting more information from throne to the classroom. Sanusi's journey adds a new chapter to a career defined by ideas, reform, and intellectual curiosity. Interesting stuff. I'm not sure whether we've got tweets on this, but then, in the absence of none, let's see what my colleagues here will say about that. I don't know who is planning to go back to school, but I think I love to read, I love to study, but you also need time, money, and all of it to be in the four walls of classroom. But this is huge. It's not the first to do this. There are so many stories of people who had gone back to school, 70-year-old, 80-year-old who are enrolling in schools, but this is really, really significant, do you think, Mr. Shomi?
Yeah, I really think it's not the only one. I mean, the late Towulade of Akinyele, Oba Femi Ogunleye, a former PRO Nigerian Airways, went to back to the university to study law up to he was about to complete his PhD when he died. It's not certainly the first person. But this is unique. I will tell you why this is unique. The reason is this: Sanusi is walking the talk. Sanusi has been very vocal, and part of the reasons why he ran into trouble in the past, with government. Sanusi has been very vocal, about education, particularly female girls' education. And he kept trying to inspire, the northern youths, to go back to school, go and study. There's no point. He spoke and fought over this issue of Almajiri street kids, that look, there's no future there. They will never be stakeholders in society. So
that's right.
Going back to school for me is trying to walk the talk, to inspire, the youths and others, to go back to school.
For me, I'll say education has no age limit. No matter your age, you can decide to go to the classroom and you'll do extremely well in it. But I'm not surprised. This is not a surprising story because this is a man that values and understands the power of education. When you train a female child, you train a nation, and he's been speaking about it constantly, the importance. We talk about the Almajiri children. He had said it oftentimes that, these children deserve a future, and how do you get a future? It's through education. Oftentimes our youths believe that, oh, I can just be an influencer. Of course, an influencer is not bad, but there is something that education gives you, that you cannot just get from anywhere. So I really applaud him for this one, and he's leading by example. That's the beautiful thing about him. You see him in the classroom learning. This is a very beautiful story. I'm very happy to see this, and I know that this is going to, just motivate a lot of people. So yes, well done to him.
Whatsoever not to go back to school, because this is really. Have you been to Sanusi's library? It's so huge. His library is so huge.
Because education sure has no limit. Thank you so much, Ibrahim, for all those fantastic stories. Those were great stories. Thank you. Well.